Hi guys, I'm Gagasita. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I have for you the three looks one palette using the Dark Magic palette from Jaclyn, and this palette really surprised me in a really good way. And I'm gonna leave you with the videos because 3 looks, it's a lot of time. So see you soon. Bye bye. So I'm gonna begin the look completely without makeup. I have only done a little bit my brows, just a little bit, to be more cute. And now I'm gonna prime my lids using the same that I always use. So I don't know if this palette's gonna be a lot of fallout, but honestly I saw a lot of people saying that this palette gives you the most of the fallout. So we're gonna just save the rest of the makeup by doing this after. So wherever you have a palette which gets a lot of fallout, kick up, just do your face makeup after. E35 with the shade this one here, and let's tap the excess. Let's see. Oh yeah, you got some powder here, so let's just work this one in the crease right now. Yes. If my skin is looking so shitty, don't you worry, it's just because it is like that, okay? So be happy. So rude. Sorry, my phone decided to say hello for you. So hello phone, welcome for you too. This shadow is the perfect cool brown for me. I like the way this cool brown is looking on me. Now I'm gonna grab this flat brush. This one is the 224 from Zoeva. It's a normal flat brush. I'm gonna begin with the shade Busted. This shade Busted is the one that I heard the most people saying that they hate it. Oh, this one don't has a lot of kick up. It has a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I think that you can't even see. Okay, it has just a tiny bit of kick up. My gosh, this eyeshadow, it's beautiful. My goodness, I am already in love with this eyeshadow. With the same shade, I'm gonna grab the same shade in the tip of my brush, and I will take all the excess because I'm gonna do something that I need to have all the excess off of my brush. And I'm gonna begin from the outer part of my lower lash line, and I wanna do a line like I am doing cat eyeliner, and then I'm gonna continue to the outer, in direction of the outer part of my brows, and with the tip of the brush I'm gonna bring this end to my crease, like so. Easy, so easy. Again. Okay, and then I'm gonna just tap the brush in my outer V like that, going a little bit in my mobile eye and my mobile lid, just like that. But the center space is gonna be empty, so don't you worry. Now I'm gonna grab the same shade in the tip of the same brush, and I will I will drag this shade in my lower lash line like that. I have a little bit of fallout for sure, but nothing too crazy. So you do you. Now I'm gonna blend the edges, which could be the harsh part, with the same brush that I use with the shade and I will grab a little bit more, just a tiny bit, like, let me show you how much. I'm gonna grab like tack, tack, and then I'm gonna take off all the excess from my brush, and this way I can blend without disturbing too much the shadows underneath. The same shade in the under my eye over here, under here, so I can just blend the blue a little bit more. So maybe I need to add a little bit more of blue here and a little bit more here. So let me just add a little bit where I need. I am not having any strange effect. Maybe it's just me, maybe I don't know what the problem is, but my palette is working amazingly. And honestly, this one is the second palette that I try from the bundle, from the Vote, and honestly, these palettes are good, guys. And now I'm gonna grab a synthetic brush, which I don't have. Yay! Let me see if I have a synthetic brush here. Okay, I'm gonna be using this one here. This one is the E62, the cut crease brush from Sigma. Is just a synthetic brush, and I won't do a base this time. I will do without base, and I'm gonna grab the shade Power Cut. Sorry, I could not read. So with the shade Power Cut, which is this silvery shade with a brown undertone. Is it right? So, oh my gosh, this is without nothing. This is with a dry eyeshadow over no base. Now that I have this beautiful flag effect, which is like, I will blend a little bit of the edges because I don't want to go out with this flag effect, which could be a look, but I'm not going for this kind of look, not today. So let's blend the edges a little bit with the same brush that I used the blue eyeshadows busted, and let's blend this. I will remember that I don't have any shadows here. I have just the leftover that I applied sooner. I have to say that the silver shade has a little bit of a transparent base. It's more like micro glitters than actually eyeshadows, but I can make it work. It's not nothing, oh my gosh, it's something that you're gonna make it work just a little bit. You know how you're gonna make it work just by wetting your brush. I'm gonna show you right now, hoping that it's works. And I'm gonna grab the shade, the silver shade, which is called Power Cut, and I will wet it. And I'm gonna put the wet shade just in the middle. Okay, now let me add like lashes and liner. I use my Kat Von D tattoo liner to do this kind of, how can I say, this kind of wing liner. Then for my lashes I use the Sasha, the Huda Beauty Sasha 11, which is my first time trying these lashes, and I kind of love it. I have one white thing here that I cannot take it off. It's make me feel crazy, but let's keep it together. To my lower lash line, to my lower waterline, I'm gonna be wearing the shade Binge, maybe it's Binge, from Urban Decay. And let's do this. It's just to give me a twist, because I always go with black or nude. It's just give me a little bit of a twist. Okay. As blush, I use this one here from Morphe, because I'm trying to use this. This one is the palette Pop of Coral from Morphe. I'm trying to use this palette for every look. I use the darker one, and then let's finish the eye first. I'm gonna be wearing the lighter shade here, the one which is called Poof. I'm gonna be using my Sigma E55 with this eyeshadow here. Okay, little powdery as well, not a big surprise. This is the perfect peachy highlighter for my skin tone. If you're lighter, just use this shade to set your primer. If you're darker, use like I am doing. You will love, believe me. As highlighter, as in even any look that I made with this photo, I will be wearing this one here. With this one is from Morphe. It's the shade Extra, and honestly, you guys, I'm gonna using a pencil brush. Let me see if this one is clean, because sometimes I don't clean my brushes. So let's just do the dirty work right now, okay? Let's pretend it's clean AF. So with my clean AF brush, with this synthetic pencil brush, the synthetic pencil brush are perfect to highlight your inner corner, because they take a lot of color and they are really, really tiny, so they are perfect for this purpose. Purpose. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm fooling myself. The same brush, let's highlight my upper lips, so my lip appears more plump. Let's do lips, okay? For my lips, I'm gonna be wearing this liquid lipstick with a really interesting name. This liquid lipstick, it's called Suck It. Okay, this liquid lipstick in the color Suck It. Really interesting as name to face. I wonder what you were doing when you named this. I don't want to know. Maybe you were doing a glow job. I said glow job because Too Faced has a glow job mask, which okay, let's do the second look. Prime the lids. Okay, so today it's gonna be the first and the last time that you're gonna see a neutral tone smoky eye here on my channel. I'm kidding. I am not a really neutral color lover. I still wear them here and there, but they are easy to wear the daily basis, because honestly I know not many people knows how to wear colors in the daily basis. Just for me it's just boring, you know. I have already done my base and my brows. I have to do bronzer, highlighter, but all the other things are done. Now I gonna begin again with the shade. Let's put the shade with my Sigma E35 into my crease. I will go really up with my brush because I want to make this eye look bigger. I wanted this color a little bit darker, so I'm gonna build this one a little bit more. If you have lighter skin, you don't need to step. If you have darker skin, this color probably is gonna look a little bit ashier on you, because just on my skin it's like the perfect cool tone transition. And so I feel that if you are lighter than me, darker than me, this color probably is gonna look a little bit ashy. Now I'm gonna grab the same shade with the same brush, and I'm gonna try to build this shade underneath my lower lash line. Let's just brush here. So now I'm gonna grab the Zoeva Petit Crease brush, and I'm gonna grab this deep dark brown here, down here. This one is called Mojo. So we're gonna grab the shade Mojo, which is this one here, and I'm gonna put this eyeshadow in the same place, but a little bit near to my crease, just because I wanted to have a little bit more of a crease like that. So I'm gonna try to don't cover the whole area, just stay a little bit underneath. Remember, really light hand wherever you have to work with a really deep dark shade. Just use the lightest hand you can. If you have a really heavy hand, as I do, don't grab your brush here, grab your brush here, so your hand's gonna be lighter. It's gonna be like a fairy touch, okay? It's not patchy, but you have to build this color a little bit. Now the same shade just underneath, really near to my lower lash line. And I will connect the lower lash line with the crease just in the outer V of my eye. Okay. Now I'm gonna back with a little bit of the colors, and with this color I will just blend the edges. I'm gonna use a synthetic brush. Let me clean mine because it's my favorite one. I try to use others, but with shimmery shadows I prefer this one here, which I'm gonna show you right now. Let me just clean it. This one is the Zoeva 233. It's the perfect synthetic brush. And now I'm gonna grab this medium taupey shade here, which is called Diversion, and with this shade here I'm gonna spray my brush I'm gonna try without spray brush, then I'm gonna spray. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it has a good pigmentation, not crazy by any means. It works better in the eye than in the swatch. Honestly, I was thinking that this shade was more of you know, more of a satiny by the swatch, but this one, it's actually a really good, a really beautiful shimmery shadow. So now let's wet it, just because I always prefer to wet my shimmers, because I feel that they go smoother, because sometimes shimmery shadows tend to be a little bit crummy, which I don't love, but so I tend to always use shimmery eyeshadows wet. Oh my god, today I cannot speak. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's too late. I need to go to bed. I'm so sorry. Okay. What do you think? I love this shade. I'm loving this one. I was thinking that I want my brush, it's already too much wet, so let me just try to go with this brush. Oh, this eyeshadow, it's beautiful. It remembers me one shade in the Naked 2 palette. Oh guys, they are discontinuing the Naked one, and I feel so sad, because honestly the Naked one was my first high-end palette. I went directly from the, you know, the 88 color big ass palette to the Naked. So for me the Naked was like, oh, so I am so sad they are discontinuing, but I kinda agree, because honestly it's time to let it go and go outside and do something new. And honestly, I am all about the change. Changes are always a good thing. So I am so excited to see what Urban Decay is gonna do next. No? Oh my gosh, I am loving this shade. I'm not a brown lover. Honestly, I'm not a really huge brown lover, but this color, it gives me life. It's beautiful. I feel that I'm gonna do something like a tuck here, but okay, now let me grab a little bit of the black eyeshadow here. Let me create. This one was the brush that I used with the blue, but I want to use the same brush with black. So let me clean this one a little bit. I know I should wash my brushes, but I was really afraid to don't get them ready to film tonight. So this black has tiny bit of glitters, but there are just so little that I don't think that this is gonna change something. I feel that this one's gonna work like a black, no? So yeah, it's totally working like a black. I am doing a line like a cat liner, and then I'm gonna just take this liner a little bit to my outer V, just to give me this black finish here in the outer V. You know what I mean? I'm liking. I don't see a lot of pigment. Okay, Okay, no, I see the pigment right now, sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the same black to my lower lash line, but I'm gonna stop just in the middle to don't have a lot of black going on underneath. You can see that the eyeshadows are working amazingly. Let me find a word that describes the thing here. It's like a, okay, right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Who never wants a black stain under your eye? So cool. Let me try to clean this one later, but right now I want to just blend the eyeshadow just right in the middle. So okay, I will try just drop. Can you see this much of concealer, because I don't want to create like a strange thing here? So I'm gonna grab the brush, the Luxe Petite brush which has a little bit of the Mojo shade, and then I'm gonna blend the outer part of the black. So let me grab a really tiny brush, and with this one I'm gonna grab the the lighter shade in the palette, which is called Poof. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Poof, and I'm gonna clean underneath my brows. I'm gonna clip this one really clean, just here, just to give me the lift effect without making this upper area here too heavy. This is the reason why I cannot do one palette 3 looks, because I talk way too much. I'm gonna grab the shade Power Cut, which is the silver shade here, and I'm gonna use this one just to highlight my inner corner. I'm gonna wet the shade just because I wanna intensify the color. Yes. Okay, now I'm loving. Now I'm gonna do a cat liner. Oh, I don't need to do a cat liner because I have the black going crazy to the outer part. So let's do just a liner. Okay, now I'm gonna put some lashes on. Then I'm gonna be back in like a second. You can totally go black in your inner corner, but I'm gonna go with this medium dark brown bourbon, and I'm gonna use this color in my waterline. Okay, for lips I'm gonna go for a really cool tone lip. Today I'm gonna be wearing this one here, which is called Sanctuary. My gosh, I'm sorry, I am not native, as you know, in English, but this on me it looks more like a cool tone nude shade. So here you have the neutral look using the Dark Magic palette. What do you think? Do you love? Do you hate? I need some earrings. I'm gonna begin with this wonderful green here, which is called Poison. I don't know how to say Poison. It sounds so French. So let's blend this one into the crease. Oh, I'm using the Zoeva 228, the crease brush. Okay. Okay, let me try to change the brush, because right now I am having this really dark spot here, which can be the primer that I never set, or it can just be a little bit of the eyeshadow. So let's see this together. No, okay, let me try to build this shade a little bit better. Okay, you can totally build the shade, because when you see the shade coming a little bit patchy, just to try to build a little bit more. I am loving this green, because this green has a really strong yellow undertone, which make it perfect to go into your crease. Because sometimes I have to say that I have a really warm undertone. I am an olive warm undertone. So sometimes using bluish or really cool shades as transition not always look really well. So I appreciate the fact that this green has this stronger yellow undertone. It's this earthy kind of undertone, make the shade way more wearable. Even if you're not used to colors, you know what I mean? If you're used to color, good, you can use everything. But if you're not so used to color, my bronzer is looking a little bit patchy, which I don't appreciate at all. So let me... On camera it's looking patchy. On my viewer finder it's looking patchy. In real life it's not as patchy. So I don't know what the problem is. I can't understand. But let's back to the eyes. So let's do the same to the other eye. Now I'm gonna drag the same eyeshadow to my lower lash line. So I will concentrate in my outer V, and then I will drag to my lower lash line. It's gonna make it darker in my outer V, but that's okay, because it's the fact that I want it. So not a big deal in this case. It appears that I am going too low, but don't you worry, I'm gonna make it work later, so don't you worry, just blend. Try to don't have really harsh lines, okay? Just blend everything. I am really looking so sick. It's okay. Now I'm gonna change my brush, and I'm gonna go with my, this one is the Sigma E25. Now I'm gonna grab the eyeshadow Inside Job, which is this deep dark green shade. I'm gonna go from my lower lash line to my crease, trying to give me more of a cat eye shape. So let me show so you can understand what I mean. This green, when you blend it, pulls a little bit of blue, which I find this shade really interesting, because it has a tiny bit of blue, which make it perfect to work even with the blue shade. I don't know if it was the intent of Jaclyn, but I love this thing that you can make this eyeshadow work with the green and with the blue as well. Now I'm gonna push this really deep dark green really near to my waterline. I'm looking like a crazy doll. Now I'm gonna just re-grab the lighter green and blend everything away. And now I'm gonna grab a synthetic brush. I prefer using synthetic brush with the shimmers because they are more firm. Can you see how much firm this one is? This one is dirty. Let me clean here. Now I'm gonna grab this this shimmery green. This is not metallic. This is totally shimmery. This one is called Trickery. Let me wet my brush. has like a duochrome. Is it me? It has like a bluish, oh, maybe it's me that I am seeing bluish all over the place today. No, it's not bluish, but it has like a deep dark black base with a green reflect. It's more like a yes, a black with a green reflex, which is really unique. Honestly, I am not saying that you don't have this eyeshadow in any palette, but it's not a really common eyeshadow to have, you know what I mean? And then, guys, I'm done. I love this green. I really do. It gives you not a really metallic finish. These eyeshadows give you like a more of a velvet finish, which is so elegant and wintry. The drama has gone real here, so let me add a little bit of liner and lashes and I'm gonna be back. Okay, so those lashes became my favorite one to use with the smoky eyes, because look at this, look the power. I'm feeling so This one is the 237 from Zoeva, and I'm gonna use the shade Poof and the highlight just in my arch, just to make my brows a little bit lifted without looking too crazy. Okay, I love this pencil, and you know how you can say that I love this pencil. This was a full-size pencil. This one is the Perversion Eye Pencil from Urban Decay. This one, it's amazing. If you wear contact lens as I do, sometimes the eyes can be a little bit watery, but with this one here, you can cry, girl. You can go to the cinema and watch the movie that make you cry the most, which in my case was which was the film that I cried them? Oh, Achiko. I cried so badly when I saw that dog waiting for his. Oh, I cannot remember. Okay, this one is the one that I always use, and you can say that I actually always use this one here in my inner corner. Just give me a little bit more of intensity and sensuality, and that's it. And then I grab a little bit the brush, and then I just blend it a little bit more. I will be using this Sephora liquid lipstick. I love the Sephora liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade 25, which you will never see, but this one is in the shade 25, and this shade is a dream come true. So this is the final look, so let me know which one of those looks it's your favorite. See you soon. No, see you tomorrow.